T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Hello, people. Welcome back. Live match reaction. Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 0. So I'm going to read out a couple of super chats that we missed in the last show. So Julian says, knowing us, the board will extend Oxen, Naby and Jan and think they've done wonders. Yeah. Sean says, VVD could have had a hat-trick if he wore his contacts. By the way, all fan bases to sing those chants. I didn't expect from Forest. Hope they go down. Yeah, something needs to be done about the whole chants like that.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know what there's more horrible chants today.
Yeah, that needs to stop. Can any of you mute yourselves and then watch Klopp's interview just so we can see what he's saying?
Hold on.
Yeah,
you might have to rewind it a little, Drift, because he's on already.
Me now.
Matt, bruv, just Standard Master says, sorry to say, but Gomez is mediocre to say the least. H says 12-30 games not an excuse. These man just keep ruining my weekend. Facts. Chris says beat City, lose to Forest. Also, what the FVVD? It's more what the F Gomez. But yeah, Virgil could have had a couple goals today if he wasn't trying to do up Ozil and Odegaard in one. Matt, just a couple sentences. Your thoughts on today?
So I just try to listen to Klopp's interview. I'll listen to that properly afterwards. We were slow. We didn't have the appetite. Lack of quality. Lack of ideas. It was such a flat performance. At not one point in that game did I think we'd even win it, even get a draw. I've never gone into a game and felt... Oh, no, sorry. I haven't been in a game where I just thought we're just never going to score. We're not going to do anything. From like the 5th minute, I just didn't think we can do anything. When I was talking to you about like the defensive shape of Forest, like the lack of... They weren't allowing no space in behind. Only once or twice did we run in behind. I think when Curtis Jones made one run. Other than that, everything was in front of them. That's what teams want to do to Liverpool, to us. They want to say to you, to us, yeah, play all your football in front of us. That's fine. But you're not going to get behind us, innit? Pause. This is not going to happen, innit? And they just didn't allow any space. I know this ain't an excuse, but when I say we lack quality, it's because we have a lot of quality that's not on the pitch. We have too much quality that's not on the pitch. But again, we can't use that as an excuse. We can't sit here and say this team here should have been struggling against Nottingham Forest. And that's no disrespect to Nottingham Forest, because even though they're not playing, even though they beat us, they made their way to the Prem. They spent a load of money. They deserve to be here, whether we like it or not. Hence why they're here. They wanted to win that game today. And we acted like, it's too early to play today, you know. Oh, yeah, we just beat Man City, man. Yeah. Can't be asked. That was the attitude running through the whole team. No urgency whatsoever. No one said, guys, come we do this right now. Let's go. Let's go win this game. No one done anything, Cal. It was really a hard watch. I cannot lie to you.
Shall I be
It was a
honest
hard
with you?
watch.
Shall I be honest with
Hard
you,
watch.
mate? You see what you said about lack of quality because of injuries. You see, if we had lost today with that teams like a West Ham or
Yeah.
a Man United, a Spurs, or I'd sit back and I'd go, you know what? Yeah, I can take that.
I hear that as well. Yeah.
That group of players shouldn't be losing to Nottingham Forest. I'm sorry.
Agreed. No, agreed.
Arrogant
You're
as
right.
it sounds,
Yeah.
if Curtis Jones is meant to be this guy, if Carvalho is meant to be this guy, if Elliott's meant to be this guy, if all these players are meant to be the next big thing, Gomez is meant to be one of England's best defenders, that shouldn't be happening. Gomez had a Harry Maguire performance today. And that's probably being polite about it. If Harry Maguire throws up that performance, we're all jumping on Twitter and having a laugh about it as Liverpool fans. We just have a centre-back who just did that. And it's not the first time we've seen it. 37-year-old Milner having to play right back because we signed a right back in the summer. How do we sign a right back in the summer who's not ready to play for Liverpool Football Club? And we didn't think to ourselves, right, you know, he only costs 4 million. Let's go and get someone else just to make sure. Let him chill out and you know, build himself up. We don't address the midfield situation. We've spoken about the midfield situation to a blue in the face. That is just a farce in itself.
Great.
It's just a farce.
He said, if you have 6 clear opportunities from set pieces, you have to finish them. We're extremely wasteful in front of goal. He also said that it was, I mean, the passing stats were our three highest passers were Jones, Gomez, and Van Dijk. They had the most touches, they had the most passes. Literally everything was just our centre backs had the ball today, basically. Because Gomez and Virgil were the top for all the stats, passing, like possession, all that shit. So yeah, he basically just said we were terrible. We're our own worst enemy. We're terrible defending. We gave them the opportunities that they had from our mistakes, and you absolutely can't have 6 clear opportunities from set pieces and not score the goals. So I think he's actually probably going to bollock Virgil.
So nothing about his tactics or substitution.
They didn't ask him anything about that. He just said that it was.
Well, he's quick to throw. He's quick to say that the players didn't play well, no, which is fair enough. But nothing about him.
He said it was. He basically just said it was. 3 very intense games in a 6-day period with a limited squad.
Oh, I don't want to hear that BS, bruv. You chose to have a limited squad. You chose to have a limited squad. You wanted these, man. You didn't want anyone else. You chose to have this. Don't talk to me about no flipping limited squad. You limited the squad.
Is that what he said? Limited? What did he say, Dre?
Man. The arrogance oozing through the club at the moment is disgusting.
It was a very, very intense 6 days with 3 games with a limited squad.
Well, go write another book about it then, innit? 6 days. Call it 6 days.
I'm not going to lie. The fact that he's saying, all right, so here's one thing that I think we'll say for the Monday night show. In fact, I'll write it down now because you lot know I'm the worst when it comes to the memory thing. But the fact that he's already saying in October that we have a limited squad speaks so much, bro. Like, that's something for the Monday night show. I'm going to write it down now on my phone, actually.
No, he didn't choose to get injuries, but he did choose to have injury-prone players at the club and did not choose to. And he chose
no, Cal. I don't want you to go too high into it.
I don't get. No, shall I tell you what annoys me? It's this whole, if you say something about Klopp, even though it's right, even though there's facts to prove it, you can't speak about Klopp. The guy's a human being. Just like Virgil's a human being. We're going to tear into Virgil today. We're going to tear into Gomez. What is Klopp a god? He's a human, like he bleeds like us. He takes a doo-doo on the toilet just like us. So we can't speak about the truth.
It's true, though. No, it's true.
But yeah, if me, Matt, or Drifty say something wild on stream, you'll be quick to jump at us.
It's true.
But when Klopp says something like, oh, he's got a limited squad, of course you got a limited squad. That's like me not choosing to fill up my tank, drive a long journey, and then when I break down, I go to the guy who comes to fix the car. Yeah, I didn't have much gas in the car. Well, duh. You didn't choose to put enough gas in the car. What do you expect?
I do think a lot of the players that are injured at the moment aren't injury-prone players, so I think it's a half and half thing.
Jota's injury-prone, Drift. Konate
No,
kind of is.
I wouldn't call him injury
No,
prone.
Jota might be now, but
He
he's
is
the
injury prone.
reoccurring. No, let's not. This is what I want to say. Monday.
I'm just saying
This is Monday. The reason why I say this is Monday.
Diaz,
because it's-
Nunes, Ibu. There are players
Yeah.
in this squad that are missing that aren't injury prone. Like whether or not I've been the one screaming this recruitment all year, but I do think if you look at our squad today, injury prone or not, having all those players missing is a major deal.
No, I know, but there's a bigger. I know what Cal's gonna. Let's wait till Monday. Let's stick on the game because this is when I say to you, we can really dissect this because, like I said, that comment that he made, you both kind of just want to go ham now for different reasons because even I do myself, bro. We can't be in October and you're talking about limited squad. There's so much things that I'm thinking in my brain right now that we would be here for a 3-hour show. Jurgen Klopp has just said he has a limited squad in October. When we know there's so much things that we could say about him, about FSG. There's a lot of things that we could say. A lot. It's not just one thing. It's multiple things. But that's why I think that's one of the main topics for Monday. 100%. I've got that written down, guys. So we'll chop that up.
Should we just get into play ratings?
Yeah, I don't want to talk. Yeah. Sick and tired of. Yeah.
Alisson,
Oh my gosh.
the only bright spot today, isn't it?
Best goalkeeper in the world. He's the best. Without Ali, we might lose 3-0.
I'm going for a 9 for Ali today.
Yeah, 9.5. Ali was sensational.
Yeah,
There's nothing he even could have done. In fact, didn't he? You see that when the brought the post,
Sorry,
Ali
sorry to
pushed
cut
it
you,
slightly
Matt.
to the post.
What are you saying, Drift? Because you got to decide a 9 or 9.5, Drift.
To be honest, I think I'll probably give him a 10.
I got no
If
problem.
you
with
actually,
that,
if you actually think about how many times he saved us today, it's unbelievable.
the save, you see when the ball
It's
hit
not
the
just
post,
the
did he?
saves, it's from set pieces as well.
No,
He cleared
but you
everything.
see, even when they scored, did he push it onto the post or did it just go to the
No,
post? Can you remember?
It just hit the post.
Oh,
When-
okay. I'm still giving.
Yeah.
I said 9.5.
Milner.
You know,
I think
what?
Milner was good. I'll give him a 7.5.
I
I'd have
thought
gone
Milner.
7 for Milner.
I think 7. I thought Milner was good though. 100% Drift. You're right. He was good.
Do you know what? I really hope I don't see anyone slandering Milner online today. I really don't.
Bro, did you see the reaction when he was brought off and what we were saying? Like how it didn't make no sense. That says a lot about Milner today and how well he was playing.
He was the only one that didn't look like he was having a hangover. This
Bro.
happens a lot when we
Hold on,
play away from
sorry.
home.
I just want to jump in really quickly.
Yeah.
Before anyone says Milner was at fault for the goal because he wasn't the person who stopped the cross, Milner was marking his man. Flacco let his man go and he spun off the back. That was not Milner's
Yeah,
man.
that wasn't Milner. Yeah,
It
agreed.
was
Frank, yeah,
Flacco's man.
clarify that. Yeah.
Flacco lost his man,
Yeah.
not Milner.
That wasn't
So
Milner.
please don't create a narrative, guys.
That's crazy, But again,
Flacco
that's
lost
just
his
people's
man,
opinions.
not
innit?
Milner. Milner was good today. Probably our best outfield player today.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Joe Gomez, 2 for
Zero.
Oh my god.
No, 0. That's the worst performance he's ever had in a Liverpool shirt.
He was so bad that I thought he was on stuff. That's how bad it was. But there was a part in the game where the ball was played through to their winger, and it looked like Gomez was being controlled by a PS5 pad. Remember when I made that? Remember when I was talking about it? Like, bro, he gets a 1. You know why he gets a 1? Because he stepped out on the pitch and he wasn't injured.
Because he put his kit on the right way.
Yeah, he gets a 1.
No, he gets a 0 for me.
Probably should get a 0, but he gets a 1 from me.
Virgil.
2.
Here's the thing about Virgil.
Actually,
There's no way.
No.
No way you're the one who should have scored the goals to win us the
Bro,
game.
here's the thing. But let me say this though. This ain't me defending him, but you see, especially the first half, defensively, Virgil was on stuff. He was really in the game. But you're right, in terms of goal scoring opportunities, he should have scored though. But it's like, is he there to score goals or is he there to defend?
No,
You're
no,
supposed to do
I hear,
both, innit? I know.
I hear
That's why I
that,
say
but he actually had 4 opportunities today, 2 of which he actually should have scored. 2, he's getting a 2. I don't care.
I'm not gonna go that low personally. I'm gonna say 5.
I'm not trying to be horrible here
Yeah. No. Of
because
course you're not.
because as a defender, you're right. It isn't actually his job. But
He was there
Virgil
though,
kind
innit?
of lost us the game if you think about how
He was
glaring the
there. No,
chances
you're right.
were
He should
that
have
he
scored.
should have scored. Like literally 2 out of them 4 chances he had were so kind of like obvious that you're like,
But I
how
don't
have
want to
you
also.
not? How have you
Yeah.
not scored?
I don't want to
And we're
take
talking
away.
about the best header in our team as well. That's what's even
Agreed.
worse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 3 of the 4 chances were headers, and we're talking about the best header of the ball in our team.
Clayton, I can't even lie, bro. Man, I just feel depressed. I shouldn't say depressed. That's the wrong terminology. Shout out to the people. Well, not even shout out, but thoughts and prayers go out to people that with depression. But man, just feel low, bro. This performance here was just like.
I'm stuck between a 4 and a 5.
Yeah, I said
defensively-
5 defensively, innit? Yeah.
No, defensively, I thought he was very good. But offensively, here's and this is where I fully agree with Drift with what he's saying. You see, if I'm gonna say Henderson was in a position where he was being dribbled against and he was the last man and he got beaten 4 times, even though he's not meant to be last man, he's still last man in it. And he still got beaten 4 times. Virgil's not meant to be scoring goals for us on a regular basis. But when you've got those chances and you blow all of them in some way, shape, or form, you have that equates to a performance because you're in the position. You should be doing better than what you've done. I think I've got to go 4.
No, I hear you. I said 5. You said 4. What do you say, Drift?
2.
Oh gosh.
He's in the poor. He's if Gomez is a 1, he's way better than a 2.
I
Gomez was head and shoulders the worst player on the pitch.
I said 5, innit? Yeah, Gomez was on stuff. Big up Joe Gomez, but yeah, brother, if you're watching this, I'm just big man taking it. Like, what happened today, bro?
Robbo.
He wasn't shocking, but he wasn't good. Like,
he was a 5 for me.
5, yeah. 5 is the best balance, I think. Yeah, 5.
Drift, you disagree? Agree?
On the Man City game. Why am I even watching the Man City game to see them Tom Pot thingy?
Fabinho.
2.
You say 2? For what?
I'm not no outfield players other than Milner getting above a 4 for me.
But if we're going to give a rating, there's got to be a justification behind it.
I just watched him get ran past. He was weak. Wasn't really protecting the defense from those counter attacks. Lost his man for the goal. What did he do today? What did he do?
The defensive wise, they were just going long, bro. They weren't playing through us.
No, but what did he do though? What was good about anything he done today, bro? If you can tell me, then fair enough. But what was anything good he done today? I don't even remember him making a tackle. I don't remember anything. I don't remember him doing anything today. He was terrible. He was terrible. 2 for me.
What are you saying, Matt?
I'm only going to go one better and say 3. Reason being is because I agree with Drift. I thought he was shocking. But do you want to know what it is? Do you remember when when I was a bit late to the stream and you man told me who his partner was? Man was left on that island all by himself. The island was so big. And imagine this now. Shout out to all the alien fans that know what I'm about to say. You see the xenomorph, yeah? The big alien, the xenomorph. Fabinho was left with his partner left him and gave him a flashlight and said, yo, brother, deal with it. That's what happened. Man was on the island with a xenomorph with a flashlight. What's he supposed to do? But at the same time, you know what's going to happen. It was inevitable. Curtis Jones playing in a 2 with Fabinho is one of the worst decisions Jurgen Klopp has made for a while. I cannot lie. Defensively, Jones, you can't put Jones next to Fabinho and think Fabinho has now got to do a 2-man job. 2-man midfield, but now he's still got to do 2-man job. The maths ain't mathing with Curtis Jones in midfield, bro. I cannot lie. It's unfair to Fabinho, but he was bad. So I'm going to say 3.
He's in that category for me as well. I would have gone a 4, but we're splitting hairs, isn't it?
Curtis Jones is next.
Yeah.
0.
He was better than Joe Gomez.
I'll give him a 3. I thought he was better than Flacco.
3.
He was better. He was better than Flacco.
No, you know what? Nah, this is all right. So here's where I'm gonna get.
He had more of an impact on that game than Flacco.
All right. Let me say this. No. Let me say this. If you hold on to the ball,
he didn't have an impact on the game, Drew.
No impact, bro.
No, I said he had more of an impact than Flacco.
I don't care if Curtis Jones had 99% ball retention, bro. You're not doing nothing. If man give you the ball and you're running,
He was poor.
Looking at your own feet. Oh, look, I can dribble, I can drop shoulder. You're not doing nothing. You're not going nowhere. Like, where are you going? You're supposed to be going from A to B. You're going off the map and then jumping back on the map. Like, this ain't Halo, bro. Like,
shall I be honest with you, Drift? You see how you broke down the Virgil rating in terms of him being in a position where he could have scored goals and he didn't. The fact that Jones was on the ball more than any other player apart from our centre backs and did nothing with it, that's the same energy I'm holding for him. He gets a 2.
There were 1 or 2 times when Jones actually set Salah up and Salah fluffed the shot. Like, we have to try and remember the good parts. I know that was a terrible performance, but there was a couple of times when he actually played the ball into the box. I'm just saying, I thought he was better than Flacco, so I give him a 3. He was
Jones made one good run. Remember when that ball adrift was playing?
Yeah, that was the one where he set up Salah.
That's the one thing in the whole game.
He wasn't good. I'm just saying he was better than Flacco.
No, he wasn't. Do you know why? So I'll tell you why he wasn't better than Flacco. He made one run in the whole game that made sense. And not only that, he left his brethren on the island by himself. Bro, you see the 4-4-2. Curtis Jones went about his business. Just went about. It's like if I said to you, Drift, 1 second, man's going to the car, yeah? I'll be back in 1 second. But really and truly, I've gone somewhere else. You're still waiting there. We're supposed to be going somewhere, and you're just standing there. But I left you stranded, bro. Man just left you and said I was coming back. Jones never came back, bro. He just left Fabinho by himself.
I still think he was better than Flacco, but we're splitting hairs.
No, but all right.
What?
Cool.
So what are you lot giving him?
0. Dead. Jones was dead, bro. Oh, but someone's actually summed it up though. Someone said trash versus garbage. It's kind of true. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even lie. I'm getting mad or frustrated because, it's more, I think, because you pointed out that stat. This ain't at you. It's just a stat, yeah, that he had so much. What did you say, Jim? It was possession.
Touches.
He had the third.
Yeah,
most touches
and the annoying thing is, you man actually said to me during the game, he's a bull hog. So he's got all the time in the world. So you've got the ball and you're not even doing nothing. Man's just getting carried away, thinking in his brain like, I play for Liverpool, you know. Man's got the feet in that. They don't know about me. You're not doing nothing.
Shall I tell you how he plays? He plays with the arrogance of someone like he plays with the arrogance of he's had the quality and the stats of a Kevin De Bruyne. That's the sort of arrogance he plays with, and it really pees me off.
Do you know what it reminds me of? When people are going to get mad if I say this, but I don't even care. Do you know what it actually reminds me of? A former Arsenal player. I'll leave it there. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We always say he's busy. He used to be busy, but now he plays for someone else. I don't want to bring them up because I can't stand them. You know what I'm talking about, though, innit?
Yeah.
Jones looks busy. Like, got the ball. Busy. Drop shoulder. Ball roll. FIFA Street. Yeah. Bro, Drift, remember that bit? Drift, and this is the bit where you lost it yourself. He got the ball, and they were going for a 50-50. Jones was shielding the ball, but just wanted to keep shielding the man off for no reason.
Yeah. It was
like someone pressed the controller on FIFA L2, just bare shielding for no reason.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
He was poor. I still think he was better than Flacco, but he was poor.
He needs to go on loan or be sold. There's no two ways about it.
I agree.
Horrible to watch.
Elliot.
He was busy, innit? But 4.
No, Elliot gets a 6.5 from me.
Bro.
Yeah.
He didn't do,
I'll say
he
five.
didn't do
I'm
anything
going
to
five.
He
deserve
did
a
as best
good
as he
rating.
could. He literally did as best as he could.
Yeah, but it
I
still
can't
wasn't
think-
good enough, bro.
I can't think of many times he lost the ball. I can't think of many times he made the wrong decision or a stupid decision. He was trying to
No,
create.
he made the wrong
decision.
decision a lot, bro.
Five.
That's why we kept on saying that there was no game intelligence from all of our forwards. Remember
Not
that
from
literally
him.
all game, nobody was really doing anything.
Out of the front four, Elliot was the best.
Yeah, but we're splitting hairs again. Of like the most I would let Elliot
ball
have is
through,
a
sorry,
5.
as Zabiri says, the ball through to Carvalho where Carvalho brought it down and almost scored. That was Elliot.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't remember him doing anything.
Oh, was that
It's
Elliot?
Kind of the same
That was
thing as
Elliot.
Jones.
I can't even lie. That pass was
No, it was a
that
brilliant pass, but that's just
that
like
pass
when
was
Jones made that
serious.
good peel off and set up Salah, and Salah should have scored. It's just that one
No,
time
no,
again.
Drift. That's
What
not the
other-
same.
what else
Let's
did he
not
do?
do that. That is not.
I will go 5 at the most. He was busy
said
and he
5.
was making effort, and I'm not angry at him or anything. But Elliot never had no impact on that game. Like, he never had no impact on that game. 5 is the absolute most I would.
I
stretch.
said 5. I'm sticking with 5.
That's the absolute most I was
All right,
stretched.
should be 5 then. Firmino.
4, 5. Like,
I would have gone a 5 for Firmino because I'd have given Elliot a 6.5. So I'd have given Bobby a 5.
I think Bobby gets a 5.
he didn't even have a shot.
What frustrated me about Bobby today, which was kind of because Curtis and Flacco weren't doing their job, was how deep he was coming to receive the ball.
Yep.
It was a joke.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
look-
go 4. I'm gonna go 4. I don't think he deserves a 5 today.
I think what it is, his build-up play was good, but like what Kyle was saying, and we were all saying it during the game, is that he was vacating the space that he needed to be in. So like when he's tracking back so far, it's like, but bro, we need you to kind of pin the defenders back. We need you to be active in and around the 18-yard box, because you dropping back, knowing that there's not, you've got a Curtis Jones who just, I even know what to say about him right now. He's just doing whatever he's doing, and you got Flacco who's just gonna sit there. You just turn it into a midfield. You basically turn it into a midfield 5. You turn it into 4-5-1.
But here's the problem. What he was doing is normally what he does, but we have good runners and we have wide players.
Yeah.
But Carvalho and Elliot did fuck all, and they're not even that type of player. So when he's dropping deep, it's like he forgets who he's playing with. So he does his job, but then it's like he forgets who he's playing with, and there's other people that aren't doing what would usually work while he's facilitating that space. Do you know what I mean?
One thing I will say,
So,
you got to rate Thiago. He don't get involved in these stupid games, I can't even lie. He don't get involved in his foolishness, Man knows what he's about. I can't even lie. He knows.
Who's saying he just
involved.
called in sick and he just sitting down
Yeah,
at
man
home
said they
saying,
got
"Nah."
no doctor. Man will just tell them anything, bro. I'm not getting involved in this foolery. Tomfoolery, whatever you call it.
One thing I will say, Elliot and Carvalho this season are being hung out to dry by Jurgen Klopp.
Of course they are.
They're being hung out to dry. They should be bit part players playing in their right and natural positions. Elliot is not a right winger or right midfielder. Carvalho is not a left winger or a left midfielder.
Agreed.
What did I say to you guys at the beginning of the season? What did I say about Carvalho? Where did I say he was going to play?
You did.
The writing's on the wall. We are so obvious in what we do. It's so predictable.
but let's keep it a buck though, Cal. We are doing that because we've got all 3 players who could play left wing injured.
But when has Carvalho played 10 this season, Drift?
No, I'm not saying he has, but the only reason he's playing left wing is because Nunes, Jota, and Diaz are all injured.
No,
we have to give some context to it.
Drift,
he's
he's
not
played
left
left
wing
wing
because he
before.
wants to be left wing.
Drift, he's played left wing already.
Yeah,
He's played left wing before today.
No, but that was in a 4-3-3, and that was like earlier on in the season when again Jota was missing, and it was like he was doing little things. But once we found this new formation,
this shit again.
it's only because of injuries why he's
No,
playing.
but Diaz wasn't injured then, and he was still playing left wing. Still playing
for like 10 minutes, like not from the start of the
But
game.
that's the point, no, Drift. That's not his position. So why is he playing 10 minutes in that position?
Yeah, he shouldn't be, but he's only playing there because all 3 of our left-sided players are injured. We have to add context to it. He's not playing there because Klopp is like, yeah, you're the best person for that position. He's got no choice at the moment.
Drift, he's playing there because we didn't buy depth for that position because Klopp saw him as someone who could play in that position. He said it in an interview, bro.
Well,
Before
I
the
still know
season
he's
started,
only...
he said Carvalho and Elliott are centre midfielders who can also play in the front line.
I still know he's only playing there because we've got all those injuries, but it's what it is.
What Joe's trying to say, Carl, is, and this is why I have to agree. What he's saying, if Diaz is fit, Diaz is starting. If Jota was fit, Jota would more likely be starting ahead of Carvalho. But I get what you're saying.
Even Nunes, I think he would have played wide if Nunes was fully
but I
fit.
understand what Carl's saying. Carl's saying there's been no evidence to suggest that Carvalho will be playing in centre mid, or even if we slightly change the formation to 4-4-1-1 and Carvalho's playing behind the striker, because we just haven't seen it. That's what Carl's saying. So I agree with both of you.
It's just piss poor at the end of the day. Who's next? Salah.
So what did Carvalho? What did you look?
Oh yeah, well, I didn't even rate Carvalho.
We haven't rated Carvalho yet. We haven't got to
Oh,
him yet.
okay.
Yeah. What am I giving Salah?
Salah 4.
I was gonna say 3.
He was fully isolated, and I did feel a bit
I hear
sorry
that,
for him,
but
he had no impact on that.
And
game
the back
whatsoever.
injury thing didn't help.
And he actually did fluff 2 chances that he actually should have done better with.
What the headering thing?
No, not even the header. There was a shot.
One.
There was a shot when he should have just rifled it into the top corner.
When I said why didn't he
did
roll
a P
it?
roller.
Yeah.
And when Jones pulled the ball back to him, he should have done better as well. So yeah,
Salah 3, bro. Can't get
3. I'm not even gonna argue that either.
Sorry, we didn't even put Bobby into a rating. What are we giving Bobby?
Oh, didn't we say
5
I
at the
said
absolute
5.
most.
I said 5.
Yeah, 5 at the. I'd probably go 4 to be honest, but
Carvalho.
I'd give Carvalho a 5. I thought he was busy.
Yeah.
I thought he was the best. Why Klopp took him off is fucking beyond me. Like, that was the worst substitution Klopp did today because Carvalho was the better of our players.
That and Milner, in my opinion.
Yeah, Milner shouldn't have come off as well, for real.
Milner should have stayed at right back.
But Milner has played a lot of football for a 36-year-old.
No, I know, bro, but he was playing well. And remember, Milner played that rifle pass that nearly set us up for a good goal.
He's probably thinking my score's already bare. If Milner gets injured because I ran him into the ground, then do you know what I mean? Like I'm in
I hear
trouble.
you, but bro, Milner was playing well. I would have just went Trent right midfield.
He was playing well.
You know,
Carvalho was definitely the better player out of all the outfield players. I cannot believe, out of all the attacking
make
ones,
no sense,
I have no idea why he.
It was a shocking substitution.
Yeah,
especially to put Jones over on the left.
That's what I'm saying. There's times when Klopp has to answer for them crimes, bro. Man, that's a bad decision. Anyway, we're going to
That's a shocking decision.
It's really bad, bro. You can't even ignore that.
Yeah. Did you say 5 for Carvalho, Drew?
Yeah.
What about yourself, Matt?
5. I'm saying 5. Yeah, 5.
I'd have gone 5.5, but I'm not gonna again split in hairs. Substitutions. Trent.
In fact, his delivery was good, actually. You know,
there was a time when he got absolutely done.
There was one bit.
But he was brought on to rescue that game, and I thought he did add a little bit of impetus in attack. He nearly scored with that header. I'll give him a 5. I think he was just average down the board.
Yeah, I agree, because some of the delivery, his corners were actually good.
Yeah, they were very good. Some of his crossing in open play was good.
Yeah. He played one amazing ball to us on the left. Yeah,
he effectively, if Virgil does his job, Trent comes on and saves the game with his deliveries, because Virgil actually had 2 chances from Trent's crosses that he should have actually scored from. So I give him a 5.
He almost scored himself as well.
Yeah. I'll give him a 5. He's pushing for a 6, but I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, I think he done well. Everything we've said, everything that's been said is you can't disagree with. Maybe even a push for a 6 for Trent. Yeah, I'll say 6.
Hendo.
He looked. I know you're having a guy at him, Cal, but I think he's unfit. You know.
Yeah, he didn't look. He
don't look, bro. His movement, everything about him, just seemed a bit off. It was almost like Jurgen. If you know the guy is hurt, and I know.
But that's why I said, why is he on the bench then?
So
if there's one thing Hendo doesn't do is not track back and make effort. And today he actually looked like he didn't even have it in him to actually make.
He looked like he looked like he had
He's been struggling to do that all season, though. He's been struggling to do that all season.
No. There's been plenty of games where Henderson has
Belly
been like
grumbling,
running around and
Like
things,
Drift,
but
he's
today he
literally
looked.
But the reason why we're saying we're struggling on the right hand side of midfield in 4-3-3 is because he was struggling to track back this season. It wasn't just a today thing. He's been struggling all season to track back.
No, but today wasn't just about that. It looked like he didn't have any, like he didn't have any, like he was moving weird. He was, even when he was walking, he looked like he wasn't moving right. I don't know.
It wouldn't
That's
surprise
probably
me.
why he
Yeah,
never started.
he
the
looked
game.
like he's carrying a minor knock but affected him.
Yeah,
So
I'll
I'm
give
just
him a
gonna
3
say-
or a 4.
I'll give him a 3. No, I give him. That's gonna sound mad. I might give him a 2. You know, he was really bad, but it's not his fault. He didn't look fit at all. It's either a 3 or 2 for me.
I'd have gone 4.
I think 2's too harsh because he made a couple of good tackles and stuff. I think 2's a bit harsh, but
Fair enough.
yeah, 4. I'll give him a 4.
But this is me basing it on he's not fit though at all. Like I don't know why Klopp brought him on, like what Carl's saying.
Ox, do we even rate Ox?
No, you can't, bro. I can't even lie how much I was talking about, man. And he did, I think he touched the ball once and with a cross. That's it. That's all he done. He had one cross in the hot. Bro, he was brought on for the last 15 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. 15 minutes, and all you do is a cross. But to be fair,
it was actually mad.
did we even give him? I was trying to think, like, we didn't give him the ball. That man have lost faith, you know. When you lose faith in them, man, it's mad, you know. It's actually mad. It's actually worse than anger if you lose faith, you know. Man to say they don't believe in you, bro. You know.
Did we make any? We didn't make any more subs after that, did we?
Nah, it's Oxen. That was it. No one else came on, bro.
Klopp.
Bad substitution taken off Carvalho. Bad substitution taken off Milner. Tactics wise, devoid of ideas, didn't look to try and. Even if a team does a 2-bank of 4, which will happen various times against Liverpool, there was no aggression. So even if you lack a little bit of quality at times, if you've got aggression, you can kind of force your way through. Like, do you know what I mean? Like we didn't show any of that today. The manager's tactics just seem like, I don't know, get like what Drift was saying. Drift said it best. He was like, during the game, he was like, the only way we're going to score is a set piece. And that's how I felt like the game was going. And Klopp didn't seem to want to deviate from that. Klopp gets a 2 from me.
He was terrible today. But again, I don't want to pile on Virgil, but I do believe Virgil's got to score 2 of those 4 chances he had. And then even though we're still disappointed with the performance, at least we come away with points. Like it's and the thing is, again, I know he's not a striker, so I am trying to be as unjudgmental to those misses as possible. But if a striker had missed those chances, he would be getting berated. Like
But again, that's a striker, so he's expected to score maybe more so than Virgil.
Oh, but because they're with his head, though, Matt. A defender is as capable as a striker with his head. In fact, if you go through history of football, majority of the time defenders are actually better at scoring with their head because they are so good at heading the ball. Like there's loads of examples in history where from a set piece, a centre-back is actually more effective than a striker. Do you know what I mean? Like loads of evidence in history because it's what they're good at. I can't believe the chances he missed today. It's mad. I get why he passed it to Bobby in that one, but he does have to hit, like he has to go for goal there. He has to. And like, I don't know, bro. It's mad.
For Klopp, for me, it's a 2.
Yeah, I'll go 2.
I said 2, yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait until Monday to speak about Klopp, I think, because I don't want to.
I definitely think if people want to start piling in on Klopp, then obviously today was terrible, but I think it's very weird if we're going to change the narrative that quickly after 2 good results against City and West Ham. Like, no, yeah, it was a bad day at the office.
Context,
but if anybody's going to start doing the whole like Klopp's crap or he's lost it or whatever, but like, well, then how did he just engineer?
No, of course not. I think today is about.
We've not won an away game in the Premier League all season.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
mad.
yeah. That is terrible.
What it is, no one, and again, I want to stress
And
this.
he's making excuses.
Nobody's saying Klopp out. I'm not saying it. Cal's not saying it. Drift's not saying it. But what I think Cal's alluding to is that we are so right to question some of the methods that he's using and the decisions that he's making. Because, bro, those decisions, let's just, for this particular game, isolated incident, you took off Milner and you took off Carvalho. They make no sense to me. What was you trying to achieve with that? What was your end goal? You brought in a captain who looked like he took painkillers before the game. The right back kind of made sense, but he's been very poor being a right back. And the formation we're playing is a 4-4-2. Would it have not made sense to keep on James Milner, who I had a go at for a long, long time for a keeper at the club, and he's played well today, and just put Alexander Arnold at right midfield and keep Milner at right back?
But
It's just decisions.
let me
Decisions, not saying, he needs to go. It's about, bro, we know you got back-to-back games. We know you're still a great manager. But some of the decisions that you're making don't make sense to us fans. It really don't.
No.
It's so baffling, bro.
I get that, but like I said, we're not gonna do the whole like going into whose fault is or whatever. There's no point doing that right now. But so we just deal with with the situation at hand.
Yeah.
Name any of the clubs above us, any of the clubs above us that deal with the amount of injuries that we have at current. It's no excuses, but it is a reason.
Probably
if you take
only
any
Man
of the amount, and I'm talking about proper players, I'm talking about Ibu and Matip at the back is very important because we lost the game today because of how poor Joey was. And if he'd have had either of those two on the bench, he would have been able to at least make the substitution, realizing how bad Gomez was. But there's nobody to bring on, so he can't even make a substitution, and Joey just had to finish the game. Take any, but like literally, see today's game. If you take Nunes, Diaz, and Jota as an example, that's Haaland, De Bruyne, and who else do you want to say? Foden.
I forgot we had no Thiago as well,
Man City, you're winning a game if you take De Bruyne, Haaland, and Foden out of there.
No, they probably will. They will. You know why? They probably will.
I'm not saying they can't.
They're the only team, in my opinion.
Context. No, but you have to put context on it.
I agree.
It would be very, very difficult for them to win a game.
It would be harder
if you took Foden, De Bruyne, and Haaland out of
I agree, but Drift, sorry, isn't the question, or shouldn't the question be, why are we the only team who are getting these injuries?
Yeah, but that's why I said we'll address that at another time. But if we're just going to look at this game in isolation, and you think about the fact that he had no Jota, no Diaz, no Nunes, no Thiago, no Ibu, no Matip. Like, we have to put this into, we have to factor this in. They are our key players.
I hear you. But here's the thing.
They're our key players.
It's a conversation for Monday, but you see the three players that you just mentioned. You said Haaland, De Bruyne, and who was the other one? Sorry, there's one more.
Foden.
What if I said to you,
Alvarez,
Mahrez, and Bernardo? Those are the three replacements.
No, but Bernardo plays in midfield. So who would
okay, so you want to do the front three team.
So go Gundogan then. Gundogan plays.
No. You can go Grealish. Man could go Grealish. So Grealish, Alvarez, and Mahrez. That's just for the front three.
No. That is a very good front three. But what would happen is they wouldn't have any rhythm. It'll be disjointed.
Let me ask you this.
And the team might be able to do what they did.
Let me ask you this. You're a footballing man.
And they might actually be able to.
Let me ask you this. You're a footballing man. I hear you. You're a footballing man. This is what I'm going to ask you. The last question. Would that front three beat Nottingham Forest? Yes or no? Grealish, Alvarez, and Mahrez. Yes or no?
On paper, yes.
You done know it would.
But there's a very high chance that how disjointed and not used to playing together those three are in a random game. That Nottingham Forest could
in that midfield, they still got Rod. But in the midfield, they still got Rodri, Bernardo, and Gundogan.
All right, let's take away Man City for a second because they're the powerhouse money-wise. Name me Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, or Tottenham. What one of them teams could handle that many of their first-team players being injured?
Can I ask you a question? When you saw the starting lineup today, did you think we'd lose the game? Be honest.
I was worried we'd draw the game when I saw the start.
You didn't think we'd lose, right?
Lose, yeah. That's
Because on paper, even with that team that started the game, we should have had enough, right?
Yeah, well, we did. If Virgil takes his chances, we actually do.
We keep on saying that Virgil takes his chances, bro. We didn't score, and they did.
No, but we had gilt-edged chances. That's the point. Like we had gilt-edged chances
as well, though, Drift.
Let's
Yeah.
not forget they had more chances as well.
Yeah, no,
We-
but we still
Alisson
should have
got a
scored a
9.5
goal today.
Guys,
That's 10 today,
guys. Can I just say one thing? And I think it's going to sum up absolutely everything. Have we ever looked at a Man City performance when they've had injuries and gone, they lost that game because of Laporte? I have never seen that. Or Diaz, I've never seen that. Or I've never
I'm
seen
sure
that.
there has. I can't.
No,
remember off the top
bro.
of my head, but I'm
When you
sure
go
there
back
is.
and look at City games they've even lost or drew, it's not because their centre back had 2 chances. Do you want to know why that is? They create so many chances that the centre back is actually allowed to do that. We created no chances today, hence why we're pinning it all on Verge, and rightly so, because that's factual. Virgil had those chances, but we didn't create anything else. That's the difference between us and other teams right now. And not even just Man City, other teams. We're not creating enough chances.
Actually, by the way, do you know? I just realised, bro.
That's
Even
my
on the City
argument,
thing,
bro.
because City squad is amazing. But if you go Thiago for De Bruyne, if you go Nunes for Haaland, if you go Jota for Foden, Grealish actually is Diaz. So there's no Grealish either. So on the real, who plays with Mahrez and Alvarez
But
then?
we've taken out 3 players. We can't just we're going to take out more than 3 players.
Because we had 4 of our main front players: Thiago, Jota, Diaz, and Nunes.
You're taking
So
one for midfield.
Grealish, Haaland, Foden.
I've done that for you.
And De
Yeah,
Bruyne.
Hear me out.
Who would be the other player that would
There's
play?
an
I've
argument
taken
to
it
say
out.
but
Look.
there's an argument to say it'd have been one of Jota or Nunes
What do you
because
mean?
Bobby's been playing.
No, but I'm saying just having that player taken away with no option. I'm saying like that guy just
No,
not being
Drift.
available to play in the game.
De Bruyne is not playing for City, so then man will put. Hear me now. Rodri, Gundogan, and Bernardo. Yeah, I've taken out De Bruyne.
That's a very good midfield.
yeah.
So who
Yeah,
plays
that's what I'm
up
saying.
front, though?
So now the up front thing now. So normally, who's normally playing in their front 3 as things stand right now? Who's their original front 3?
It would be Haaland.
Haaland. Who's gonna let Foden,
Foden.
and who's on the right for them?
Who is actually on the right for City?
It's Foden on the right sometimes and Grealish on the left.
No, let me look at their lineup now. Hold on. Sorry.
I'm trying to think who it is who plays.
So right
anyway.
now it's right now it's Mahrez. Right now it's Mahrez. Right now.
He hasn't really
Yeah.
been playing much this season, so I don't actually know who is normally on their right.
No. But I'm just saying, just for an example, because remember we can only take out 3 players out the front 3. Yeah. So we're gonna take out 3. Haaland goes. You replace Alvarez. Who's on the right? It will be. Oh my god, what's his name?
Just take Haaland, Foden, and Grealish out of the front 3. That would be the equivalent of Nunes, Diaz, and Jota.
No, so it'll
That would
be
the
Alvarez.
equivalent.
So I'm thinking at the time, remember the play. So it'll be Alvarez, Grealish, because we can't take out
Grealish is the equivalent of Jota. Like I'm just because Nunes, Diaz, and Jota
But we
are
can
our
only
front
take out
3
3 players.
No, because Thiago's De Bruyne. That's the midfielder.
Kind of going around in
So,
circles there, boys.
Anyway, I'm just
bro.
saying. No, all the
Look,
other
we're
teams would struggle to deal with the injuries.
What? No, but bro, I think what it is,
That's-
they're best to
that-
cope
that's-
with. They're better to cope with it. You've just taken out 4
they
players.
are
One
better
for
to cope with it.
One for midfield and 4. One for midfield and 3 from attack. Yeah, bro. You do that to Man City, they're still beating Forest. If they've got Alvarez, Grealish, and Cole Palmer, they're beating Forest, bro. I swear to you, they're beating.
I'm not
Forest.
saying they wouldn't, but other than City, which I guess is a kind of obvious one as well, because they've got all the.
But
they've
they're the
got all the players
rivals.
in
They're
their squad.
the
No,
title. They're
that is true.
the
But I'm
champions.
still saying anyone who wants to downplay the injuries, it's not an excuse. But there are reasons for why certain players are playing and why problems are happening. in our
Look who
attack.
scored as you said that.
But Jiff, we've just said though,
Machine.
looking at that team today, we should have still beaten Forest.
Yeah, but that was a very disjointed team in terms of the harmony and them playing together.
But
I don't
Forest
think
are
that
cold,
midfield's
yeah.
ever played together for a start.
Forest are 20th in the league, bro. Minus 15 goal difference going into the game. They've been getting packed out, but they got
Drift,
packed
I
out
know
by
what you're
less than
saying
60,
about
bro.
injuries. I hear
Yes.
you. You're not
I
even,
never said it was an excuse, but sometimes there are reasons, and you can't just ignore reasons.
No.
Because
Drift.
reasons are fact.
Do
you know what I'm
what you're
saying?
saying? What you're saying? No, actually, what you're saying isn't wrong. We've got a bag of injuries. You are right, bro. 100%. I'm not denying that. What I am saying though, even with the injuries that we have and the squad that we put out today, I think we can all sit here and admit we didn't think we'd lose the game. The worst we thought we'd get is a draw, not lose the game, bro. That's the argument.
Of course.
But that's the argument.
Of course.
That's the
And
argument, innit?
anyone who's saying that a reason is an excuse is just being stupid. Like, if you fall over and bust your head, yeah, maybe you should have watched where you're going, but there was still a crack in the pavement while you tripped over. It's not an excuse, but it's a reason. Like, the injuries are piling up. That team there that was playing today is nowhere near. Half those players aren't playing if we got a fully fit team. So it's not an excuse. Yeah, we should have won the game, but it is a reason. It is a reason. Jones left wing. It's a reason. Because all our left wingers are injured. So I'm just saying, yes, we should have won the game. But there are reasons why. There are reasons why we look so disjointed today. Because do you think if Nunes, Diaz, Jota, and Thiago are playing in that game today, we look that bad? Hell no. We'd probably smack them up. So I'm just saying there are reasons why. Even the fact he couldn't bring Gomez off having such a bad game because he ain't even got Ibra or Matip on the bench either. Like, there are reasons why that happened. It's not an excuse, but there are reasons. So if you want to ignore the injuries, fair enough. But I don't think the injuries can be ignored.
I hear where you're coming from, Drift. I just think it's a non-conversation for this particular game. If we had played a better opposition, then I'd be all for it. Nottingham Forest, you beat that 11 that was put out. You beat Nottingham Forest. That for me is an attitude and an application problem, not a injury problem. That team that we put out today should be beating Nottingham Forest. If we drew Nottingham Forest in the League Cup, that's the sort of team we'd play.
Yeah, it would be.
We'd expect to win. They're not. They're just about Premier League standard. And no disrespect to Nottingham Forest because they beat us. So I'm not even trying to do the whole banter thing right now. They're barely Premier League standard. That team that we put out today should be beating them, regardless of the injuries. And so I guess
it was a very unharmonious team as well, which I think people won't factor in. They've never played together. A lot of those players, especially Jones, Elliott, and Carvalho in midfield, they've never played together. So again, it's not an excuse, but there are reasons why we look the way we did today.
All right, so Drift again. Alisson, Virgil, Robbo, and Gomez have played numerous games together. Milner's played games at right back as well. So there's nothing disjointed about that defense.
But Gomez is the reason we look bad defensively.
No, but I'm saying there's harmony there. Flacco has played in midfield for a long time. Jones is the only one who's not played.
But Flacco's never played with Jones in a pivot.
No, I'm not. Drift, let me land. Elliott, Carvalho on the left, Salah and Firmino. All right, maybe not Salah and Firmino through the middle, but especially Elliott, Salah, and Firmino have played quite a lot of games together as well.
Not like that, though.
No, but
not in that formation. Yeah, but not in that formation.
All right, but I'm pretty sure Nottingham Forest haven't played loads of games with their team and all that as well. But
I don't know enough about how they play, but I'm just saying. It was very disjointed. It was a very disjointed team today.
Yeah, but listen, guys, whether it's disjointed or not, that team should be beaten.
Yeah, bro, I'm not having no excuses.
Can't effectively have that harmony unless they're playing a League Cup game every other week. It's impossible.
I know. I
said we should have won the game, but we can't just go all the way left. You have to look and add some context to everything.
I understand. No, but we're not.
I'm adding context.
Me and Cal aren't.
I don't think I'm going all the way left by saying that it was a poor performance and that those players should have won the game regardless of the injuries.
Going all the way left is in not taking into consideration what the extenuating factors are. Those players ain't played together very often. All the injuries we have. I'm just saying that going all the way left and just go, no. Don't want to hear it. So the excuse is like, okay, well, that's not adding any context to the conversation. That's all I'm saying.
You know what it is? Big man thing, yeah? When you look back, you're going to look back at this, yeah? And what's so mad is...
Do you know how pissed off I am?
I know.
I'm not okay with this.
No, but what I'm saying is... No. We're not saying what it is that when we saw the lineup, but we all thought in our brains, like, yeah, we got to win this game now. We should be winning this game. And the worst thought you had was, we might get a draw, but I feel like a loss. And I understand we got injuries. It's not like they just happened overnight. We've known this. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's not like something sprung overnight. We've known this for a while. Bro, the team Jurgen Klopp had at his disposal should have beaten Nottingham Forest. It doesn't matter if it was a crappy 1-0 or 2-0. The team that we had was enough to beat Forest. We can't just always sit here and say injuries. I understand them, and it is a reason, but the players that were there on the pitch, they didn't do their jobs in it. Like Curtis Jones didn't understand his role. Firmino didn't really understand his role. Like Virgil, like should have been more clinical. These are the things that happened on the pitch, like strictly on the pitch today. These players had the opportunity to win today, and none of them thought, "Let's go and get them 3 points." Nobody thought that. Hence why the performance was so lackluster. So I hear you. You're not wrong. I keep saying you're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong in saying, "Oh, these are the reasons as to why we're in this mess." 100%, bro. You're right. But the problem is, though, bro, even though we have those reasons, it shouldn't take away from we should be beating Forest today. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I never said it shouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. But that's the argument. We're not arguing with you about what you're saying about.
No, but I'm just saying you have to add context. Otherwise, it's a
I
one-way
know, bro. I
conversation.
know, but
I don't think that is context for the game drift. I'll be honest.
Of course it is, bro, because them extenuating factors that counted towards the game. Literally, those players not playing together very often, and all those players being injured are literally a part of why that happened.
But Forest signed about 40 players in the summer. I'm probably exaggerating, but Forest signed about 40 players in the summer. They've got no joint and togetherness, bro. But they had a plan and executed it today. We struggled to break Nottingham Forest down, bro. That's nothing to do with harmony. That's about application and attitude. Our application was all wrong, and our attitude stunk because there's an arrogance seeping through this team, bro, from top to bottom. There's an arrogance, bro. The owners are arrogant. Klopp's arrogant. Pep Linders is arrogant. But I read a quote to Matt before the game started. Pep Linders in the summer said Pedri is the best young midfielder in Europe only because Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott are Brexit players now. But don't. Am I a dickhead? Like on a real?
That is a wild. When I say that's a wild statement, that's
what? Even if you're saying that as a joke, you just don't say stuff like that.
That's like me going on some major platform or something. Like I don't know. I'm live on DAZN and I say, "You see Wilder, yeah? Even he can bang, yeah. But you see me, yeah. If I get my hands on Wilder, it'll be a problem. Even if I was like, why? That's just stupid. Yeah. Why am I going to say that, bro?"
And then, not to mention the players, bro. You see the arrogance from the players on the pitch.
Yeah,
the players are arrogant walking out. Gomez played with arrogance. They thinking, "Oh, it's only him. I used to deal with him in training all the time." Well, he got dealt with today. Trent arrogant when he come on, not wanting to defend properly.
Gomez went out last night. I don't care what no one says.
Jones
Jones
played a simple pass. No, I hang on to the ball a bit more because it's only Forest. I can do what I want. There's an arrogance that is seeped through from top to bottom. And I even hate to say it, there's an arrogance within some of our fans as well who seem to think that this is good enough and it's just all right competing now and again, having a season off and then we'll go again next season. Like, no, this is Liverpool Football Club, man. It's an arrogance that's doing us over, nothing else. Arrogance and just a lack of respect for our opposition and our competitors.
Oh my!
That's what it comes down to.
Mahrez, you're taking.
It's a joke, man. I get through some of these supers.
Lord.
Jamrock says, "Don't have a problem with Jones, Musialski more with Klopp. They are not developing. He don't play them and won't loan them. They're just stuck." Fair point. Said that in the summer. Standard Master says, "Sorry to say, but Gomez is mediocre to say the least. He's not helping himself at the moment." Pete says, "Sad thing is I'm not even surprised." Malik says, "Salah hasn't been the same since the Martinez test." Salah looked bloody good against Man City.
I was going to say, yeah.
Code Condemn says, "Elliott 0 assists in 20 league appearances. Does management overhype our youngsters? We are suffering by starting 98-year-olds with washed older ones." Well, based on what Linders is saying, yes, we do overhype them, but I don't think our youngsters are rubbish. And that 0 assist in 20 league appearances, this is why I will say Drish could add context, because the one for Carvalho today, like, that's not his fault that Carvalho couldn't finish that. Like he couldn't do much more from an assist standpoint. The person passing the ball can only do so much. It's the person who's got to finish it. There's nothing more he can really do there. Simon says, no point beating City and West Ham if we cannot beat Forest. By the way, the medical team and Klopp have serious questions to answer. Too many muscle injuries. Facts upon facts. Jacob says, kept wasting our chances, so peed. Yep, agreed. H says, Joey is shocking Napoli and today dropped 0 out of 10. I forgot about that Napoli one. Flip's sake, man. James says, no Diaz, Jota, Nunes, Thiago, Canate, Keita will affect us. But how have we lost? The misses and bad decision-making in the final third is how. Thank you. Mr. Dare I Say It Drift says, Drifty, who covers for the non-injury players? Players that... no one. They play until they can't play anymore. Ye Lizard says 19 injuries in October, sacked the coaching staff. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Monkey King says, I've got nothing left in Bill. Know the feeling. Tahir says 11 games, 4 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses, and 16 points. What are we celebrating those wins for? We are deluding ourselves. We see no improvement, delusional. Disagree. I think we saw improvement in the Man City game, especially. BC says at one time we were through a period of injuries to key players, maybe 6 to 12 months. Maybe now it's a lack of right personnel, i.e. backroom staff and players. AM says, on Mum's life, this Klopp brother is tapped about Finn squad, kiss my teeth. Tahir says, we can't say injuries all the time when we buy injury-prone players. It's madness what's going on. These players are continuously injured and overtrained. Pete says, Elliot was dead. You talk about Curtis holding the ball for too long. Elliot did that. Should have played Salah in. You guys need to talk more about Salah. We gave Salah, what did we give Salah? Like a 3. Salah wasn't good today. But in the same way we say about Nunes is starved. Salah was starved as the striker today. Salah wasn't playing right wing today. He was starved as the striker. Mr. Dare I Say It Drift says, without Thiago this season, we're the worst midfield in the league. Oh, I don't know about the worst, but I get the statement where you're coming from. Jamrock says, Fabio Carvalho plays well as a left attacking 8 for Portugal under 21s. It's where we hope to see him at Liverpool, to be fair. Ash said, need 2 new centre-backs for Matip and Gomez. Fitness unreliable. Need 7 midfielders. No quality. Fab can go. Lost his desire. Front line, keep all and add 1 right winger. Rebuild must start January with a minimum of 3 players. Ash, I'll be real with you, bro. There is no way Liverpool are signing 7 midfielders probably in the next 10 years, let alone 1 window.
Agreed.
And I personally don't think we need 7. 3, yes, not 7. Mr. Dare I Say It just says Jurgen Klopp said that because of the squad he's making premeditated subs. I don't know. Mario says crap from top to bottom, hang their heads, shambles. T1 says Forest had no ceilings. It's not fair to everyone else. We cannot compete. Little play on words there. Shaka A says, if we're chasing a game, then why not just play Trent in midfield? He literally plays there anyway. Klopp and Linda's complicated things, in my opinion. I think you said that, didn't you, Drift? Or was it you, Matt, saying that you might as well have kept Milner on and brought Trent on in midfield?
Yeah, I said Trent right midfield.
That was why we were so shocked when he did it, because it was like, just put Trent out there and at least there's some natural width. But for some, and he took Bobby off as well, which I think was a mistake as well.
Yeah, I forgot about that, yeah. Oh, boy. Ems A says, do we need a new scorecard -5 done out here dead? No, I don't want to go below 0. That'd be harsh. Zenir 15 says, I tried telling people not to understand and to underestimate Minamino's impact. Big up, Kopish. Been watching you for a while. Big up yourself, Zaina.
Yeah, big up, bro.
Big up, man.
Voice of reason. People still defending Klopp remind me of someone in an abusive relationship defending their partner. I completely disagree.
So
with that.
voice of reason, all of a sudden, Klopp's bad after he had 2 brilliant results.
I'm not gonna lie, comparing the two is a bit mad still.
Yeah.
That's
Not even just that. Beat Rangers 7-1, beat City, then beat West Ham, lose to Nottingham Forest, which is bad. Don't get me wrong, of course it's bad. And then all of a sudden, that's almost like you're just waiting for an excuse to say he's a bad manager or Klopp out or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
No, again, it's a super chat, so I don't know if we can predict what he's thinking, but or she's voice of reason, so it could be a he or she. But I think if you're gonna make excuses for Klopp after today, we've got a problem. If you're saying Klopp out based on the season so far, then I think you're justified in defending his position personally. On today, though, I don't think there's any excuses for him.
No. But every game has to be isolated, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
so I'm just saying to anybody who's going far enough to say like, Klopp's incompetent, don't know what he's doing and all that. It's like, guys, we literally just sat here for the last 4 games and said, oh my days, it's brilliant. He's changed formation.
No one's saying that. No one said he's
incompetent. Bro, there are people that are saying that.
No, but
there are actually people that are saying that.
No, but
I wasn't just talking about the super chat, bro. I'm saying, but that is like a similar thing to what I've been seeing a lot of people say. He's incompetent, don't know what he's doing, rare. And it's like, hold on a minute. What? We just came off the back of a good run of games. Like, and happy with the formation change. Like, come on, let's not go all the way to the lads. That's madness for me.
All right, we'll chop up more on Monday, but on the other side of that, where you have to be balanced, though, Drift, it took him too long to change the formation, and we went on a bad run before we went on the good run. So
yeah, but that was a whole different stage of the season. We've turned the corner. I know today's terrible, but we have turned the corner.
We haven't.
We just won 3 or 4 games in a row. Like, that is kind of turning the corner. Like, this is a bad result today, but I'm not just gonna act like the last couple of games haven't been good. Like, that'll be disingenuous.
If we talk about the league, Drift, we haven't turned the corner. We won 2 games in a row. That's not turning the corner, in my opinion.
Well,
not for Liverpool.
We've changed formation. He has switched things up. We are unpredictable. Yeah, today was bad, but again, I'm not going to act like the Rangers, the City, and the West Ham game just didn't happen.
No one's saying to do that, bro. But to say we've turned the corner, I think is very premature with considering where we are in the league and how we've been performing.
Well, to say Klopp out is even more premature, in my opinion.
No, I agree.
I mean, that's actually ludicrous, to be honest, but fair enough. Everyone has their own opinion.
Ash says we've been nursing Matip and Gomez for 7 years. Moved them on. Ox, Naby, Thiago injury issues since day one at the club, but we don't move them on. Just be ruthless.
I've never sell Thiago.
Yeah, I don't know about the Thiago one.
No, not Thiago. Not Thiago.
All I will say about Thiago cannot be a player that's relied upon. Thiago has
not for a whole season.
He has to effectively become our luxury 5th choice midfielder if we're doing the double pivot. And when he's available and fit, then he can play. Otherwise, you don't plan around him. Can't plan around it. But we should have learned that from last season. Marcus says our highest win this season, bar Rangers and Bournemouth, has been at 1-0 in all comps. That's not good. Code Command says substitution had 1 touch in 15 minutes. Our midfield is in a stone age. That's terrible. Not even saying that's Ox's fault, but that is terrible. 1 touch in 15 minutes. It's appalling, man. Planner Boy says injuries is on Klopp. It's not bad luck anymore. And the coaching staff. BC said the season City lost Laporte and season was over. Yeah, through their arrogance, and they rectified. Jamrock says coaching staff believes in players more than the fans. Yeah, agreed with that. Part of the reason there's been a massive problem at the moment. Star Dazen says Gomez should play right back. He's not consistent at centre back. Again, another subject we'll go into on Monday. I actually think Joe Gomez has just got to become a backup for centre back and right back, and he's got to be that. I hate to say it, probably fifth choice centre back. I think we might need to get another centre back. I'm not saying that's to happen straight away, but I think it has to happen soon. I think we go back to that 18-19 season where he was brilliant and just think he can switch it back on. That now is an anomaly as opposed to what we're seeing from Gomez or have seen from him since then.
I disagree, but
Code Command says Newcastle spent the money and got world-class midfielder who changes their team and now they play better than us. We loaned an injury-prone midfielder. Yeah. LFC Shaw says sick and tired of Klopp and some of these players. Gomez, Chamberlain, Elliott, Carvalho, Jones, Cater are not good enough. It's very harsh to put Carvalho and Elliott in that, especially considering they've not been here that long. Or when they had been, one was injured for pretty much a season and the others just turned up. Yeah. Well, is anything you want to add?
no, I'm going to bed.
No, man.
I don't know why I got out of bed today. I don't feel well, and I got out of bed, and this is what I get for it. Fuck's sake.
It's a game to forget, man.
Guys, reminder, a viewers review if you can. I don't even know how many of you are going to want to send a viewers review, but we do ask that you send it in to teamkopish@gmail.com. 90 seconds filming in landscape, just letting us know your thoughts on the game, maybe giving us a different perspective on anything us three have spoken about as well. And yeah, just see where we go. If you want a fun show to watch as well, go back and watch yesterday's show, the Friday Night Live call-in show. In times of fun and happier, what a difference 12 hours makes, isn't it? Bloody hell, man.
Mad, bro. It's mad.
Jamrock says, been saying that about Joey G, Cal, Evan and Dicker in January on a free. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, boy. Anything else, boys? I'm going to try and sleep in a nap while the kids are sleeping.
One last thing. Cal, do you want to let the people know what you're doing this evening, bro?
I don't even want to do it now.
Nah, bro. I know, but bruv, you gotta let the people them know, bro.
Yeah, UFC 280 live watch along on the Sanderson show. It'll be more fun over there because we won't have to speak about football. So, and believe me, we will not be speaking about football over there. There's a ban on football on that channel right now until Liverpool start pulling their finger out. So, yeah, any MMA fans, UFC fans, hopefully we see Charles Oliveira get his title back tonight. Or else it's going to be Dagestani domination all over again.
Yeah, I can't lie. Man need Charles to win that, you know. I can't lie, bro. Charles needs to win that and then call out my man.
I'm nervous for Charles, though, still.
Do you see the way how Shamaev, you see the way how how do you pronounce his name?
Makachev.
Yeah, Makachev. The way how Makachev was eyeing man down. Bro,
yeah, Charles is about that life as though.
No. Charles intense, but you see Makachev, bro.
He's cold, isn't he?
But them man knows we're touching.
Yeah.
Makachev was just looking at him like, bro. But yeah, it's mad.
Need a Charles win. But yeah, people, please smash the like button if you haven't already. We'll be back on Monday to dissect this in more detail and look at some more topics that are going on in and around Liverpool Football Club. As always, shout out to the members as well. We will have some stuff coming for you very soon. Just bear with us. And yeah, I hope you guys can enjoy the rest of the weekend as much as possible. And until we see you Monday, blessings to everyone. Take care.